Okay friends, today we're shooting a film test comparison between two rare cameras that share the same name. The Plaubel Makina VI, the Japanese folding rangefinder made famous by the qualities of its custom Nikon lens, and the Plaubel Makina III, the penultimate strut folding press camera built by the original Plaubel company in Germany. We'll start by comparing the features of these Makina cameras, which share a strut folding collapsing mechanism designed for precise focus and compact portability. The Makina VI is fitted with an 80mm Nikkor lens in Copal leaf shutter with speeds to 1/500th and a stepless aperture opening to f2.8. Released in 1979, it has an integrated spot light meter, but its designers resisted pressure to install an AE program mode and instead focused on the feel of the all-manual controls, including the excellent focusing dial. The Makina III was released in 1949 and is fitted with a Plaubel 10cm f2.9 anti-Komar lens and a Compur leaf shutter with speeds to 1/200th. But unlike its more modern namesake, the Makina III is a full interchangeable lens system, featuring a simple screw mount designed for a wide-angle and telephoto optic. This 10cm f2.9 anti-Komar is a Tessar-type lens with 4 elements. The Compur shutter sits fully behind the lens mount and is integral to the front panel, and the cocking lever and shutter button are handily located at the edges. The shutter is not interlocked and will happily fire as many times as you ask it to, which is fun for multi-exposure work. The coupled rangefinder is separate from the folding viewfinder, which has only manual parallax correction, but cleverly protects the eyepiece when closed. Alright, let's get these Makinas loaded with film so we can compare their performance directly, starting with the younger of these siblings. The Makina VI loads as easily as any 120 camera, with a nice straight film path and a simple indicator for the start mark. One interesting fact about this camera is that it was initially produced by Konica, but manufacturing issues saw later production move to Mamiya. If you're interested in the history of the Makina VI, see our recent full review. With the start mark aligned, close the back and wind to 1. It's advised to be gentle with the advanced lever on these, but this one feels very robust. Okay, now let's get the Makina III loaded. The Makina III accepts 6x9 sheet film and plate holders, but is also compatible with roll film backs like this original Plaubel example. Locking the back to the camera body, we can see that the winding knob and frame counter are on the bottom. With the back open, pull out the advance to release the insert, which removes from the back for easy loading and largely resembles many more modern inserts. But while the Makina III counts many minor advancements over the 1933 Makina II, it still bears a striking resemblance to the original 1911 Baby Makina, meaning that this camera was already obsolete as a professional tool by the time of its construction in the early 1950s. For Plaubel roll film backs equipped with Ruby window, advance until 2 shows to get accurate spacing for the first frame, then manually reset the dial to 1, which is only mildly painful. Okay, both cameras are now loaded with Kodak Gold 200. For each shot, I metered first with the Makina VI and kept the shutter speed at 1/250th because the Makina III maxes out at 1/200th. For aperture, I slightly stopped down the Makina III compared with the Makina VI for each shot to account for the slower shutter. In this first shot, the Makina VI's meter indicated f8 at 1/250th, so I set the Makina III at f9 at 1/200th. The results are somewhat shocking. The Makina III is far better than I had anticipated, with color rendition and sharpness that easily challenges the Makina VI.